All right, welcome back to Off the Tap. It's episode 16. This week we're doing Revolver Blood and Honey Citrus Blonde. Y'all were so far apart on it. It was.
We weren't trying to do it at the same time.
Yeah.
It took so
I should have
much
done
longer
mine
than I
quieter.
anticipated.
Should have done mine quieter, like off in the distance, so it was like an echo. Andrew, did you just drink it?
Yeah.
You went straight for it. We didn't. Okay.
What does it matter? We're in a beer drinking podcast. I waited till this podcast started and I took a sip. I didn't drink it before.
Man of genius.
Well, usually we discuss the can and stuff. Oh my god! Wow, it's really good. I really love this.
Oh my god!
Well, usually we talk about the can and ABV before we just get into it, but whatever.
Get into it.
My man's just climaxed.
You're not
oh
wrong,
my
bro.
God.
My taste buds just climaxed.
Oh.
Wow, that's smooth. Now, I mean, I've had the blood and honey before, just the regular blood and honey, and I like that. But this is really good too.
Wait, is this different than the blood and honey?
Yes.
Dude,
it's been a hot minute since I've had
the standard blood and honey is like an amber lager or something, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've had the standard blood and honey. I don't even remember what it tastes like.
My bad. I didn't even realize I was wondering why you were calling it a citrus blonde in the message. I was like, well, I guess it is. I don't.
Well, I mean, it says right there on the box in pretty large letters.
Yeah, but okay. So what I was worried about whenever I was buying all the beers for this month was different brewers and different types. And then I didn't even realize I grabbed a couple IPAs. So we're going to have to move one of those off.
What are we going to do when one day when one of us accidentally buys the wrong beer? We're just going to roll with it? Or
well, I feel like if it's going to be one of us, it's going to wind up being you. So
probably. That's why I'm asking.
I guess it could be me. I didn't even recognize it was a citrus blonde. I thought it was just blood and honey.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you're not the person that buys it first, you might be screwed. I assume we would just move on.
Just go back. What if we just fake it till we make it? Like
fake it till we make it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to roll with us and just agree with what we say.
Yeah, it's delicious, tangy.
Yeah, really tangy here.
I'm picking up the flavor notes that y'all. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know what you mean.
They're gonna be watching us live and be like, "Is he drinking Powerade?" Okay, so I haven't tried it yet.
The only thing that's different with this one though that I'm gonna have to get used to is last week, like you and I were talking about, Randall. You have two of them bad boys and you're feeling it. This one's only 4.5, so it's like half.
Quite literally half the alcohol content.
Yeah.
It looks cool though.
I actually had one of the beers we did last week, like on Super Bowl Sunday, and then I had one of them. I had one beer, and I was like, okay, yeah, I forgot how hard he hit me.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was saying.
It's like
dude. Speaking of the Super Bowl, that was a crazy game.
Yeah, crazy, terrible game.
Well, it seemed like I wasn't. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be pretty close because Mahomes is a beast. Tom's the GOAT, But I think the penalty calling was a little biased there for a while. Even the people in the announcing the game were like, I don't think you really need to throw a flag there.
Let's
hold second and third quarter basically.
I mean, let's just assume that the penalties were kind of against the Chiefs, right? But also catch the ball when it hits you in the freaking face. You know what I mean?
His receivers were letting my mans down.
Patrick Mahomes was playing shortstop against the entire Tampa Bay defense, hitting people in the face with a spiral while he's falling.
Like he's
35 yards.
He was sideways.
Completely sideways. And
totally sideways, sidearmed at like 30 yards. Yeah, and dude, it's just straight to the ground.
Yeah, and that wasn't the only one. There, like even Travis Kelce dropped like 3 or 4 passes, and I'm like, bro, you're the best tight end in the NFL. Why are you dropping stuff now?
Why would argue that? Look at Gronk in that game, bro. You can talk about tight ends.
Well, yeah, Kelce was better this year though. And obviously Gronk was retired last year. So if you take over for like the past 4 years.
Excuse me, Randall. He was better for most of the year.
Yeah, this is true.
Until it mattered.
He was better until it mattered.
He was better until it mattered. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the Chiefs were my pick, and I thought it was going to be a very high-scoring game. I knew that the Tampa Bay defense was going to be really good, and I knew that the Chiefs defense was a liability. But
you didn't lay any U.S. dollars on this, did you?
I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would have bet on the Chiefs. And that's a mistake.
Lost.
You never bet against Tommy B, man.
Yeah,
you never bet against the GOAT.
You never bet against Tom Brady.
You don't bet against the GOAT. There was actually a video of him earlier, literally just throwing the Super Bowl trophy across the bay in Tampa, because that's where they did their Super Bowl parade or whatever.
That was crazy.
Aren't you worried you're gonna lose this? Oh no, I got 6 more.
I got 6 more at the house. It's not a big deal.
No. Did you see the video he posted? That Tom Brady posted on his Twitter?
I've seen a few videos today, yeah.
Tom Brady posted one on his Twitter where it had an Eminem song. Guess who's back?
Yeah.
Back again. Yeah, he posted that. It was a video with that song playing, and I was like, God dang, like Tom Brady out here flexing on everybody, and he doesn't have to because we already know he's good. But he's flexing on us.
This was kind of like a revenge tour for him, because everyone was like, well, you only won because of Belichick and the Patriots and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, really? I'll just take a team that hasn't been to the playoffs in 13 years and go win a Super Bowl real quick then. How about that?
I'll just take a different team, turn them into the Patriots, minus the coach, and then we'll go again.
Yeah, pretty much. Except for the defense was freaking unbelievable. But, yeah, we need to get down to a rating on this thing, an initial rating.
I haven't tried it yet. I'll try it now.
We'll try it, dude. It's very smooth.
Well, just so we're clear on this, I do have my taste back.
This is good.
Finally.
Nice.
I was really scared it was going to be like a 6-month thing, like Jill. It took her forever to get it back. So I was hoping that it would come back fast, and it's coming back at a decent pace. So I'm happy. I will be able to rate this beer. I haven't tried the previous beers. I will try them and let you know next podcast.
Well, you know what? This freaking beer tastes more like a Dreamsicle to me than the Dreamsicle beer did.
Honestly, though.
Right? It's kind of it's citrusy, but it's like creamy kind of too.
It's kind of spicy. Not like in a spicy to like make your mouth hot spicy, but like as in contains lots of spices. Spicy. Does that make sense?
I don't taste a lot of spices. Maybe you got COVID.
I could kind of vibe with what he's saying though. Maybe like a little bit like in the back end, like a cinnamony flavor.
Like on the aftertaste.
I don't know. Let me get another sip here.
You definitely taste the orange is very prevalent.
Orange is very prevalent, which I'm happy with because I love oranges. I don't know.
Oranges love you, bro.
I'm maybe my palate isn't as refined as y'all's. You know, maybe I just have a weak palate.
Well,
I can't taste all the spices.
COVID. You ever think about that one?
That's a possibility. I could.
What?
I could still taste though, so that's okay. It's just not as good. It's not, you know. At least I don't have a fever or anything. I'm good.
Your
I can taste. Don't worry, I can't breathe, but I can taste.
Yeah,
it's fine.
As long as I can enjoy my beer, I'll be okay. You know what I mean? So I felt so bad for Andrew the last 2 weeks. I'm like, dude, you can't even enjoy these.
I will jump right in on this and go 7-1.
7-1.
Okay.
7-1. I think that's a very accurate rating. I think it's a good beer.
Ale brewed with honey, spices, and blood orange peel.
Does it say that?
Blood orange puree.
Does it say that?
Yes,
spices? In your face, Randall.
Okay, I never made it a competition. I was just saying I didn't taste it. Obviously, my
I don't
palate
care. I'm
isn't
still
as
waiting.
good. Well, you know what? Screw you.
You would fail the palate contest on Hell's Kitchen. Fail it miserably.
Sommelier.
I would also fail everything else on Hell's Kitchen miserably.
This is brewed and canned in Granbury, Texas. Does anybody know where that is?
Yeah, Granbury. I've been to their brewery. Y'all haven't been to their brewery?
No. Where's
Absolutely
Granbury
not.
at?
I don't even know where Granbury is.
We should all one day when all this blows over go on a trip to go to this brewery. It's a pretty cool brewery. They have live music on the weekends. They give you with admission you get a glass that says Revolver on it, and it's like a 20-ounce pint glass. It's perfect. It's nice.
There's some things that you just don't
cool,
publicly
but
say you
where
want
is
to
it?
do to.
Granbury, Texas.
Where? By what?
Where is Granbury, Texas at, Andrew?
It's over by. Where is Tarleton State at? What city is that?
Good question. Where is Tarleton State, Andrew?
Oh
Is
my
it by
God.
Austin, San Antonio, Dallas,
I'll pull up the
New
internet.
Braunfels?
Can you give me a city that's like actually large, please? The general
Where
vicinity.
is
Can you give me longitude and latitude,
Granbury?
please?
Yeah.
Granbury, Texas. Granbury, Texas is
Yeah.
in
You can
Granbury.
Google it all you freaking
Oh,
want
that
to.
makes sense. Thank you.
Tell me where it
They
is
have a
on
lake.
a
They have a
freaking
lake
map.
there.
That's cool. Tell me where it is on the map.
I mean,
Is
dude,
it
I can
North
tell you.
Texas?
Okay,
Is
chill
it
out.
South Texas? Is it East Texas? Is it West Texas?
If I were to say Stephenville is where Tarleton State is. Do you know where Stephenville is?
Where is Stephenville, Texas?
Kind of by
Okay, bro.
Austin,
if
right?
y'all come visit me in Dallas, it's about an hour south
Or Dallas.
of Dallas.
Boom. That's a solid answer. Thank you, finally.
But it's mostly west. I would say it's west southwest.
Okay.
South by Southwest.
No, west southwest. That's actually a
West by Southwest.
cardinal direction.
A cardinal direction.
West by southwest.
Could you please
See-
give it to me?
Hey,
We're on
I'm
the
trying to
Earth.
be cordial right now.
Yeah.
Could you
I'm trying
please
be
give it to
cardinal
me?
with you. I'm trying to be cardinal with you. And if you keep escalating this, we're gonna have a problem.
Okay, I need it in I need this location in spherical coordinates, and I need you to tell me the azimuthal angle.
What the hell is an azimuthal angle?
Azimuthal?
Hey,
What,
don't
it's got
mess with that.
asthma? It can't breathe there? or
Yeah,
what?
I was about to say that.
What the hell is azimuthal?
You know what?
What do you like
speaking of
asmucal?
azimuthal,
mucus?
Asbestos.
They told me that all that was
oh,
gone,
we're getting
bro. I'm
dangerous now.
not- yeah. Oh man.
What do you think, Randall? What are you gonna give it?
I don't know. See, this is the good thing is like I can go back and check the previous ratings.
Yeah, you should share that note with us or something.
That's all right. Make your own. I'm just kidding.
Oh wow, dude! Wow, dude. Oh no, I forgot. I was gonna make us an Excel file. I need to do that this week whenever I'm on the clock.
That's freaking nerd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a
Well, I can only access-
7.6.
7.6.
Yeah, 7.6.
Mm.
I think because we did the Shiner Blonde earlier in the pod, and I gave that a 7.5, and I think this is a little bit better if I'm being honest. I like the flavor profile of this. I could drink multiple of these in one sitting.
Ooh,
It's very good.
profile.
Man, Shiner Blonde's probably one of my favorites.
Okay, Andrew's making fun of me
Shiner-
because I said
Shiner
flavor
Blonde is-
profile. What the hell?
Yeah, bro. It sounds like you're trying to be like, I don't know,
This week
Otis or
on
something.
Flavor Profile with Randall.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum,
That's gonna do it for this episode, guys.
Yeah, you're wearing your freaking velvet tuxedo jacket.
No, I'm
For
not.
some reason, it has the
with
Law and
your-
Order theme
You've
music.
got, hydraulics and spinners.
I do have
and you're
hydraulics on my
just-
chair.
He's got hydraulics and spinners just rolling through Granbury, Texas, somewhere south by southwest of Austin, Dallas, San Antonio.
No, Dallas, you dick.
somewhere
big
near
D.
Tarleton State, wherever the hell that is.
Dude,
Yeah.
why don't you just put Tarleton State in your maps and then freak off, okay? How about that?
Because I don't want to. I wanted you to give me a general direction of where the fucking city was. That's why.
Well, didn't I do a good job? West by
Yeah,
southwest of
13
Dallas.
minutes after we asked.
I had to Google it, dude. I only went there, but I'm not good with directions.
Obviously. All right, Sean, what you got? What's your rating on that?
Ooh, okay, let me see.
First of all, well, really quickly, was I not right that
Uh-huh.
this almost tastes a little more like Dreamsicle than the Dreamsicle did?
I
does.
agree with you.
What did I give the Dreamsicle? Can you pull up go into the
You gave the Dreamsicle a 6.5.
yeah, that's what I thought.
What did
I'm
I
gonna
get
give
it?
this one.
Good one.
I'm gonna give this one a 7.3.
I dig it.
It's not.
We're all in the same area.
It's not wonderfully delicious, but it's decently delicious.
I like it a lot.
I think
I
it's
like
pretty
it.
good. I mean,
No, I
there's
like
a lot
it.
of beers I would buy in the store before it, but it's good.
It's not. It's just not blowing me out of the water. You know.
Yeah. It's not blowing you out of Lake Granbury?
No. Wherever that
Doesn't
is.
take a lot of effort.
It's in Granbury.
Small lake. Yeah, but like where on a map is it though?
We're on.
It's like
72 degrees
it's like
by
East Granbury.
43 degrees.
It's like East Granbury. Okay, that's nice. Good to know.
So
Which makes it like just basically southwest of Dallas.
Okay.
I'm just, these beers are starting to, we're on episode 16, right?
Wait, what episode are we on?
16.
Did Randall say that at the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
My bad.
COVID, can't hear.
Andrew's drunk already.
But every week when I go to the Specs to buy whatever beer we're drinking, when I see it and I look at it and I'm buying it and I'm carrying it out to my car, I'm like, maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the perfect 10. This could be it.
One.
This is gonna. I just imagine myself sitting here, taking a drink, slapping my desk, and saying 10.
By God, this is it.
That's all I want, and it
This is
just
the
hadn't
one.
hit me yet. And
One
every
day.
time I drink a beer and it's not that perfect 10, it's getting a 7.
Well, hopefully we never reach that because I feel like that's going to be the freaking pinnacle and like that's going to be the end. Once we find the
feel like
perfect
that's-
beer.
Well, two things. I feel like if we did find the perfect beer and it was a 10,
The rest of the episodes would be disappointing after that. Think about
maybe
that.
maybe that's just the last episode of the podcast and this is just the saga of chasing the 10,
Yeah.
But I also think that, Sean, that was a very romantic story. And I felt that when you said that.
Thank you. I was
When you're at
practicing
the
it
checkout
on
and
the
you're
way
just
home.
like, I wonder if this is it. This is the
Yeah.
It's very fitting
Like,
for the
I'm-
upcoming Valentine's Day.
I walk up to the line at Specs and I'm waiting in
Ooh.
line. I finally get up to the counter, put my card in the card reader, and the greeter asks me, "You doing all right today?" And I look him dead in the eyes and I say, it might get better.
Can I just say one thing? Whenever I was at Specs
The story
last-
was phenomenal until you did that little theme music right there.
It's Law and Order, dude. It's stuck in my head.
I just want to let everyone know that we have a Patreon because last time I was at Specs I spent $128
Oh my god.
Yeah.
and
That's not,
Ideally,
that's
I'd like to
just
not
for
do
beer.
that.
That seems like a like you have a
half of
drinking
it was
problem.
beer. Half of it was beer, and no, the other half was buying the other stuff that's going to last me a while.
Okay, yeah, you're only getting whatever you spent on beer from the Patreon. That's all I'm saying.
See it right there? See this
Nice.
stuff right?
Nice
Yeah.
microwave.
Yeah, that's a sweet oven.
What is that?
all right.
Maker's
No,
Mark?
that's not what I'm talking about. Right above the oven. You can see what else I spent the $128 on.
The
What is
microwave,
that, Maker's Mark?
the backslash, backsplash.
Right.
Is that
Is that
bullet?
Kettle One?
That's Maker's Mark.
No, it's not. It's Wild Turkey 101, dog, and Kettle One.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not an alcoholic,
Wow.
so I wouldn't know.
well, guess
that.
what? This is a beer podcast. So
That says the guy that has freaking liquor bottles all over his nightstand.
Facts.
You
they're
drink
all
when you go to
full.
you drink when you go to sleep, bro.
Every single one of those is full to the top, except for one that I drank with numerous people on my birthday 4 years ago.
The Jameson.
No, that's not Jameson. That is Propo 12. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I don't want to hear your shit.
I don't want to
drink
hear
Propo
your
12 in my sleep.
bullshit. Who the fuck
You're gonna
is
have to-
who the fuck
you're
is
gonna-
Jameson? Who the fuck is that guy?
Hey, you
You're gonna
can't
have
say
to
that.
fucking take this mic off me.
All right, y'all want to hop right into some freaking topics or what?
I guess we might as well after we've been talking for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, you know what? Y'all go first. I already finished this beer. I'm gonna get another one. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I think we should go ahead and start. It's Revolver Brewing, and where else did they use revolvers than in the Old West? That was the time for revolvers. I feel like now they're obsolete because you got freaking automatic pistols at this point.
Yeah, you got like GAT 12s and GAT 40s
And GAT 76s and GAT 193s. It's crazy. It's a crazy world out there.
That's bullets per second that you can shoot out of them. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you or no. What is your favorite Western, Andrew?
You sure you didn't want to go first on this one?
Oh, I did want to go first, didn't I? I said that earlier.
Yeah, you did. You said you want to go first,
did.
but I can go. I don't think
Maybe
I have
I'm
the
drunk.
same one as you.
Tombstone.
I don't think I have the same. Oh,
Tombstone is by far my favorite
Oh.
Western.
Bum,
That's
bum.
gonna hurt some people because I know there's a lot of John Wayne lovers out there, and he's the
Nah.
king of Western. I agree with it,
Tombstone though. Tombstone.
but Tombstone's
that's
a
good
a
movie.
classic, man. It's a classic. I
I
watch
com-
it a lot.
I wasn't even thinking about that when we brought this up as a topic. I was like, I thought of a couple other movies that I'm about to say, but Tombstone is fire. It's definitely tied for top 1, or it's in top 3 of mine. Tombstone's fantastic movie.
Also a really cool place.
You've been there?
I've been to Tombstone, Arizona. Yeah, actually a really cool place. Recommend it to anybody.
Which is the one with like the OK Corral?
Tombstone.
What movie is it? That's Tombstone?
Yeah.
Gother.
Really solid flick, man.
Yeah, that's
if no one's seen it, recommend it.
Dude,
great
the
story.
Cup spin?
The actual there's whenever we stopped through there on our way home from San Diego one time, there was a lot of locals that don't like the movie. They don't like the Tombstone movie because that whole movie is based on like a 3-week period that group of people is in that town.
Yeah.
And like they feel like the movie doesn't do justice to the actual town. It's more or less focused on, that group of people.
I can get over it.
That's what I was saying. I was like, okay, first of all, now your town's a tourist attraction, so you could thank them for that.
So you should be appreciative.
Yeah, you're welcome, economy.
And I don't know. I was just like, it's not a history movie about Tombstone, though. It's about that specific time period of Tombstone.
It's a classic Western. Guns.
It's about the shootout at OK
saloons,
Corral, man.
Tuberculosis.
Is that what God sends down when he's upset with us? Tuberculosis.
Yeah. Tuberculosis.
Yeah. Good movie though.
The cup spin, Randall, when he does the cup spin, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's Doc Holliday, bro. He's the GOAT, man. And the guy's just freaking flexing on him with his gun control, and he's just like, "I got this, guys!" And he starts twirling his whiskey glass,
metal cup,
yeah, his whiskey cup, and then
he blows it.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Ah!" Just got shot up by a drunk because he's freaking plastered, just dealing cards, just absolutely plastered drunk.
He's got tuberculosis too.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm so confused because I'm like 90% sure that OK Corral is a meal at Denny's.
I think it is.
It might be, but it's got to be based off of something.
I'm pretty sure.
The OK Corral is where the famous shootout happened, man.
Who's your favorite Western like character in history? Like whether it be a villain or a hero. Like who is your favorite Western character?
I don't know. I feel like you haven't discussed your favorite Western movie yet.
Well, I'll just say my favorite character is Wyatt Earp. I love that guy. I think he's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the name's cool. I think he was supposedly a badass. He was a tall guy. So mad respect on him. But my favorite movie, is I'm gonna have to either say The Magnificent Seven. Isn't that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, but I think that one or 3:10 to Yuma. I love that movie.
It's a good one.
But
those are good.
And Tombstone, obviously, those are my top 3. So
well, you don't get to say your top 3. You get to pick one favorite.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go with that Magnificent Seven movie because it was a modern Western movie that was actually good.
I will agree with that.
Cool.
It was filmed. It was filmed like the older Westerns were, which I really enjoyed. Just better graphics.
Django's good too, bro.
Shut your mouth. That's mine.
Is Django a Western?
I would consider it my favorite. Yeah.
Django is an incredible movie. I didn't even think that. I wouldn't even consider that a Western, but I mean that makes sense.
How would you not, bro? They're riding around on horses and shit.
Yeah.
It's about bounty hunters. They're riding horses.
They
have revolvers.
Man.
That house shootout scene.
One of the best shootout scenes in cinema history. Man.
And do you remember when I sent you that Instagram video and it was like downed, team wipe, from Warzone?
Dude, I will say that I always loved Jamie Foxx as an actor, but that movie like cemented him as an amazing actor.
Well, that movie scares me though. Like whenever they let those dogs loose on that guy, that fighter guy that tried to leave. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
It's like one of the hardest scenes I've ever seen, like ever watched. I was like, I'm sitting there like uncomfortable watching it because, I mean, that's how that stuff used to really be,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Django is probably one of my, if not my favorite movie of all time.
Dude, the
It's
mask
in my top
scene
10 for sure.
when the KKK guys are talking about the mask.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My wife put all this effort in these masks, and you guys aren't appreciative at all.
You know what? From now on, don't ask me or mine for nothing.
Oh man,
I can't see
thing.
nothing. Well, let's come to a conclusion. How about we don't wear the masks this time? We fix the eyesight problem, and we can wear the mask next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
There's a lot of like uncomfortability around that movie because of the amount of times that the N word is rolled off, you know, and like it's just because of the setting of the movie. Yeah, but whenever I was in the hospital,
it's obviously a very racial word, but you can't set the setting with the time period, you know.
Right? It's just unfortunately how
it was set back then, you know. Yeah, so it's like. But I don't know. Like, if I were Leonardo DiCaprio and they handed me this script and they're like, "This is what you got to say," I'd be looking at it like, "Oh, you know." Especially nowadays.
Tarantino too.
When that movie was made, it probably wasn't as bad. But nowadays, it's like if you were to, they're gonna come at you hard for acting out that role.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I feel like if there was one person to be like a co-star of the movie that would make it all good is Jamie Foxx. So
yeah,
Jamie
Foxx is cool, dude.
If that were to come out like this year or like, you know, in the past couple years or whatever, I feel like if it was the same cast, it still wouldn't have gotten any kind of bad rep from that.
Well, let me tell you why.
I feel like every actor in it would have still been like, you know.
Let me tell you the main reason why Django is, besides the plot and the fantastic filmmaking and Quentin Tarantino, who's probably one of my favorite directors or screenwriters, but Christoph Waltz, the dude who plays
he does
Dr.
that.
King Schultz,
He's
probably
that
one of my
voice
favorite actors
so
too.
well. I know
that's probably one of his best roles too.
I've also seen him in other
Inglourious
roles.
Bastards also.
Yeah, and he's great in that role as well. But I think he does very well exceed like a character in a movie in Django. He is very good in that role.
Yeah.
Whenever casting.
I was in the hospital and I was watching this, I wanted to watch Django because my sister and brother-in-law had never seen it. And we started watching it and we got like 5 minutes in and it had dropped the N-word like 12 times already. And they were like, should we be watching this? And my nurse came in, who was a black woman, and she came in, she was like, "Oh, is this Django? I love this movie." And I was like, "See, y'all are freaking worrying for nothing, bro. It's such a good movie. Shut up and watch it."
Oh, is this Django?
She straight up was like, "I love this movie." And I literally turned to them and I went, "See, I told you."
See, and that's the thing, bro. It's like, dude, racism is the worst thing in the world, and I despise it. And I just don't like that. Like, a lot of people will worry about things like that, even though if you're not a racist person, it doesn't matter if you're like.
Yeah, don't go around saying it though. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Racist.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if like you're watching a movie, bro. Like, you don't gotta worry about it. Someone's gonna come in and be like, "Oh, he's racist because he was watching Django." No, bro, it's a good movie.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
And they actually did a whole interview with Quentin Tarantino asking him the same question, and with Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx in his interview was like, "No, Quentin Tarantino, it is impossible for him to be racist." Like,
right.
Basically, is what he said in his interview, and he keeps going on about it. But
I wanted to see what Quentin Tarantino looks like. He's a weird-looking dude.
He's in like all
makes
of his
incredible movies though. As like an extra or what?
Gory movies, but
like as a weird. He's in Django too. He's the Australian guy when they're taking Django to the Karuga plantation at the end of the movie.
Oh, I don't. I mean, I remember that scene, but I don't remember.
He's the dude that Django shoots the dynamite and blows up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he just plays like a really small role, kind of like what's his name in the Marvel universe?
Yeah, like Stan Lee. He's pretty much the Stan Lee of the Quentin Tarantino universe. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you lived in your own Western, where would you do it at? Where would you want it to be? Where would you want to live in Western times? You want to like back in the day, like what's that other Leo movie? The Revenant. I mean, that's not. I guess that's not necessarily Western. I guess. Well, kind of.
It's kind of like
back in that time. Yeah, that's back in the time.
Like, you want to be like in the snow like that, or you want to be like out in the desert, like Arizona, or along those lines, or the plains. Don't forget about the plains now, where the buffalo roam.
I don't know. This is a hard question.
Where the buffalo roamed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where they used to.
Yeah.
I like the Smoky Mountains, South Dakota.
Okay.
Have you ever been there?
I've never been there, no.
It's Wyatt Earp was there. So that's that they have like a Western themed town up there somewhere. I don't remember where we were. And like they would do Western shows and everything. And it's like, I think it's cool to be up in the mountains. You would have like your furs on and you'd be hunting like bears and stuff. Of course, but then again, like part of me wants to be like California Gold Rush, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. The Smoky Mountains in South Dakota.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
Because the Smoky Mountains the Great Smoky Mountains are in Tennessee.
Yeah, but I think they go. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Don't they run
on screen?
No. Don't they run across the freaking like the middle of the United States?
The black hills of South
That
Dakota.
might be what it is. I think that's what it is.
I don't think I've never seen a Western like set in that time. Or I've never seen like
it's Black Hills. It's Black Hills. So you're right, Sean. Yeah, my bad.
Well, there you go. What about you, Sean?
Dude, I just feel like when you're in a Western, you got to be in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
My personal preference, out of those landscapes is definitely like the mountains and the forest. But that's outside of me being in this fictional movie. I think I would choose desert. Like,
but then again, you also got to think like this is the Wild West. Someone could be coming for you, and they could be hiding behind trees and stuff in the forest. But in the plains, you'll see someone coming if they're gonna come at you.
Yeah, they're wearing like a cactus suit. they're just like waddling after me like really slow,
moving really slow.
Yeah,
he's just
mastered the art of standing so perfectly still.
I think I would also choose the desert. I think it just like fits. I mean,
like my family
like
got
New Mexico,
kidnapped by
Nevada, that kind of stuff. Is that what y'all were talking about?
Yeah, like
my family got kidnapped by a bunch of people that were like bandits that were going for the gold rush or something like that, and then I got a ride from Texas through like New Mexico and Arizona on the way to California.
If you're a villain, you kill someone, you just make that bolt down to Mexico.
Yeah,
right, exactly. That's what's good about Arizona, and New Mexico. That area, you just freaking, you're like, hey, I killed a bunch of people. I'm dipping later. You know what I mean?
Peace.
I would definitely do desert. I think it just like fits the. It's just because that's the picture I think of from all the freaking movies and pictures and stuff that I've seen, but that just like brownish white dirt, like with the buildings on either side.
Everything.
You're right. With the like horses going down the middle of the street and
freaking wagon trail cooking beans and sitting by a campfire.
You know what I actually think of all the time when I think of Western movies is
the high protein diet.
The freaking animated movie Rango. Did y'all ever watch Rango?
I love Rango, man. That's
like
a good movie.
Is he a gecko? Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's
some kind of lizard, right?
No, he's a chameleon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But it just like that desert town in the middle of freaking nowhere, like he just falls out of the car and he finds this town. That's like my definition of a Western.
I love the Indian guy, the Indian character.
Yeah,
where you ride in, it's one of those towns that you just like population like 200, you roll into town and it's just like
yeah, exactly. That's it.
Yeah, the bank holds water because
that's their currency.
Yeah.
I had I've always wanted to like, have y'all ever been around a horse? Like legit like around a horse.
You want to hear my story the first time being around a horse?
Yeah.
I was at a friend's house and it was like 10:30 at night and we were out in her barn and she opened the gate for like all of us to there was like 6 of us there, don't worry.
Oh.
Whoa.
I walked into this. I deserve this. But she opened like the back part of the barn for us to go out into the pasture and freaking
The back door? Whoa.
Oh my god.
And so we walk out, and I was the first one out. And I'm like, oh, it's so, like I can't really see much.
You're the
but
first
I'm like,
one out? Whoa,
yeah, that's
dude.
good. That's good. At least you know.
Randall knows when to. Randall you got to know how to hold him and know when to fold him.
Yeah. Oh. Continue the story, Randall. We're excited to hear the rest.
I'm trying to paint
sorry,
a
go
picture
ahead.
here.
I want to hear how you finished.
Oh my god! Shut up.
How the story finishes. How the story finishes.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
what did y'all think I meant?
I'm like, oh, it's so nice out here, And then I just hear like just freaking 37 horses running toward me, and I was like, holy shit! And I ran back into the bar.
Can't see any of them
she
because
was
it's
like,
too dark.
Yeah, she was like, why are you being such a baby, dude? And I was like, what? All I heard was a bunch of freaking stomping. That's why I burnt off. I'm about to get stampeded by a bunch of horses.
First of all, there's 30 half-ton animals running at me right now.
Yeah. And then I went out and hung out with them. But that was my first experience with horses.
My dad just bought a horse, and it's hanging. We have it hanging around in our back pastures. And
how does it hang?
Well hung. I'm joking. It's a girl horse. But it's a really cool horse. And so we'll put a halter on her, and I'll walk her around the pasture. I mean, like, really sweet. They're beautiful animals. And the first time I ever walked with her, I accidentally let her out of the not a kennel, but the pen that we had her in.
Yeah.
And it was at night, so we had to go find her. And I was walking her through the pasture, and it's cold, and my dad's shining the lights from the Ranger on me and the horse, and it's just breathing real loud and heavy right next to me. You could see the smoke coming out of her, or the condensation coming out of her nose and stuff. And I felt like I was in a Western movie. And that right there that's why I want to go back and be in the Wild West and have a horse that's like your best friend that you're close to, like you train yourself and everything.
I want a horse that talks.
Well,
with like an Italian accent and a mustache.
What would that sound like?
I'm not even gonna do it.
I can't do an Italian.
Luigi.
Yeah, his
name's
gonna be Mario.
Lasagna, spaghetti.
Does your horse just have like a nice long
rigatoni?
That's just all the horse says.
Just pasta names.
Just pasta names.
A linguine.
Wait a second, that's not right.
A parmesan.
Tell me when.
A chicken alfredo.
Wait, hold on. So
you're eating a can of beans, and you got your horse a freaking.
You have to name the horse Alfredo.
Yeah.
Yes.
At dinner time, you just give him a nice steamy can of Chef Boyardee, like some raviolis.
Yeah.
Just cook it for him on fire.
He just freaking. He just every time you give him something, he just looks at you and goes, "A spaghetti." That's all it is.
You train the horse in Italian pastas. So, like, anytime you want the horse to turn right, you say spaghetti. You want it to turn left, you say fettuccine.
He even walks Italian. I don't even know what that is, but
how does someone walk Italian, bro?
He's got Italian.
It's like that
the
episode
horse
of SpongeBob. It's like the squeaky boots from SpongeBob, but every time they step, they just say, linguine, spaghetti.
You've got Italian leather boots on, and he's got Italian metal horseshoes.
That's the sound he makes when he jumps.
Say it again. Do it again.
You're just imagine you're racing, you're running away from these bandits, and there's a creek in front of you, and you just pull up on the reins, and you just hear "Wah!" and he just flies over, collects a couple coins, and he's laying on the other side.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god. Yes, dude. Did you say you also wanted to have the mustache as well?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
The horse has to have it.
Absolutely. I would want like a horse with like a really long flowing mane. like very, very brushed and well taken care of, you know?
I would want a beautiful, freaking really fast black racehorse.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that would just like
Black
at the
Beauty.
night, and I would wear all black, and like at night you wouldn't be able to see me, so I could sneak away. You know,
Until your horse is walking away. This just sounds like crunching Italian spaghetti noodles.
It just
well, when
gotta get
Randall,
on
when
it,
you
just-
say, shut up, Alfredo.
Shut up, Alfredo. I'm trying to be sneaky.
Hey, shut up, bud.
Spaghetti.
He neighs in Italian. No, I just what I think when I think of when Randall makes the noises, I think of Monty Python,
Monty Python.
and they've got the coconuts and they and they're skipping.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious. My horse, I just picture my horse standing there with his big, long, meaty horse neck
Yeah.
with a long mane.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just right on his horse's back, you know, and we're just going into town. I stop at the bar. I don't even
Wait,
put him on
you're going to town?
You're a bear bronc? Are you bear?
Yeah,
Are you
absolutely.
saying you're bear bronc right now?
No, I'm bare front.
That
But
doesn't even make sense. I'm asking if you're riding a bear.
yeah, absolutely. No saddle.
If you're gonna ride a bear bronc, you have to have assless chaps.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's the
Like
only
Jake.
way to ride a horse.
I'm
Straight
going to
up,
meet
butt to horse.
I'm going to meet James Charles at Coachella. Just like
You know what I mean? Yeah.
ass of chaps riding on
no,
on my
no.
steed.
There's
I
no
just
such
feel
thing as Coachella anymore. It's just Lil Chilla.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
I feel like it's still to this day one of the most majestic things to roll up on a horse. You know, like that's a power move in these days. Like back then, everyone did it, right? But these days, when you just roll up on a horse, you're like, yeah, this beast is mine. You know what I mean?
I own this animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this animal does what I tell it to do, even though it's 70 times my weight.
Excuse me, sir. Where do I park my steed?
There's a few people.
You
there's a
gotta
few
click
people-
your and your horse just goes beep boop. Just like to lock your saddle.
There's
Dude,
a few
they
people
still-
down
and-
my
and-
road that have horses, and they always ride them up and down our street, you know, like in our
It's
yards.
so funny when
and they
people
take
ride
a
them on like
freaking-
asphalt roads.
Oh yeah, it's great. Well, they don't ever ride them on the roads. They're always like in the yards and stuff. But it's really cool until I go out there to mow the yard and there's just a huge pile of horse shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, well, gotta run this over with the mower.
Yeah, that's
You know what I've always wondered
for like
too?
7 feet.
that's bullshit, bro.
No, it's horse shit.
Anytime you see those dudes riding their horses, they're never riding their horse like he's just like trotting, you know, or he's never walking. He's always like cockeyed sideways. And he's just like prancing sideways. And I'm like, how the hell do you get a horse to run sideways?
Yeah.
That
Have
just
you ever
doesn't even
seen-
make sense.
No, like dead ass. Like we, JT, the ranch hand that used to work at our property, he has a horse, and they would play like Tejano music, and you know, like you'd hear the accordion and the like all those kind of instruments, you know, that kind of music, and this horse would like walk sideways like this and like bounce its feet really high and like kind of dance.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm like, how the
Yeah.
hell do you train a horse to do that?
How the hell do you train a horse to do anything? Like, if we're
It's
being
I don't know.
completely honest.
I've always
It's
been
just like any
crazy
animal.
about it.
You just reward it for its good behavior.
No, you
But it's a
do
horse.
you do like one small thing every time.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
how you
like-
train any animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
talked a lot about
Yeah.
like wanting to be in
Yeah.
westerns and where we would be.
Uh-huh.
But if you were in a western, wherever you wanted to be, you rolled up into a town and there's just this guy that you have beef with, bro, and you're just like, we're slinging it out, we're gunslinging right now, and it's any person from our time right now.
We're slinging it out.
Yeah, we're just
Our time,
walking in,
Whip it out.
unzipping and slinging our guns out. You know what I mean?
And we're having a duel like you walk 12 steps at noon and
Yeah,
turn around
paces.
and
It's paces.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Who is it? Who would you want to get in a duel with?
I just pictured Randall hopping off his horse and saying, "My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die."
First of all, I would jump off the horse and say howdy. But okay.
I'd say howdy, partner.
I wouldn't, because I don't like him.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
You done tooted up the wrong horse's ass.
Who'd you do? Who'd you get in a duel with, Andrew?
Can I go last on this one? I don't know. I don't really have any beef with him. Okay, I do have beef with somebody. I can't say names. All the way names.
I mean, it doesn't have to be someone you. It doesn't have to be with someone you actually hate. Just someone in general, dude.
Yeah, but
like
if I'm gonna,
if you're gonna,
Andrew's thinking, he's like, okay, so if I don't think about this too hard, it's not premeditated. But I have been wanting to. I've been thinking about shooting.
Well, I'm not actually gonna hurt anybody, but
okay,
I can
good.
give
That's
you
all you had to say.
I don't even know if I can do that. I'll just say first name, Wesley.
Am I gonna have to buy a lawyer?
No, just saying first name, Wesley. There's a lot of Wesleys in this country. No one knows who it is. Maybe you guys do, but I don't know.
The director of Blade? Or the dude who played Blade?
Wesley Snipes? His name is Snipes. He would literally kill you immediately, bro.
What you got against
Wesley He would snipe me before we even got anywhere close to the duel.
Exactly, bro.
This kid, whenever I was growing up, I was in 9th grade, and I guess I hadn't like really hit puberty yet because my voice wasn't deep. Like I had a higher pitched voice in 9th grade. And I was sitting at the lunch table.
Cool story.
This kid just like I was talking, wasn't even talking to this kid, and then he starts coming at me and making fun of me for having a high pitched voice, and, like calling me a little boy and like all this little stuff. And I just
a bully.
Like for no reason. I didn't say anything to this kid. So yeah, if you're listening, Wesley, we're gonna have a gun duel.
In my Western movie. That's gonna happen.
Set in the Black Hills of South Dakota.
For all intents and purposes, this show does not contain any characters that may be ruined by you.
We also don't condone violence in any way.
By the way, I did change his name for the safety of the podcast.
Okay, well that's good.
You know, out of pure respect, who I would want to have a duel with. Why don't I keep calling it a duel? I feel like is that the right word?
It's a duel.
It's time to duel.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a draw off against him.
Finish him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a gun duel, right?
It is. No, it's a duel.
I feel like there's something else that you would call it though.
You're a gunslinger.
A showdown.
A shootout.
Shootout.
Shootout, maybe. I don't know. I would want to. I would throw down with Sam Elliott.
Why? He would screw you up, dude.
I feel like
so would Wesley Snipes.
He'd bury.
It's just I agree with you. It would be just to do it
out of pure respect, you know.
Right? Yeah. That's what a lot of that stuff was back in the day. That's
showdown.
That's what a lot of it was back in the day. Is like there was people that just hated each other, and so they would do it. But a lot of it was also like, hey, I'm better than you, and the guy would be like, no, you're not. They'd be like, all right, you want to go settle this real quick then?
Yeah, Western movies make it seem like that's all that happened. They were like, you spilled my beer.
Yeah.
You're going to die, son.
Because you had a full house. You had cards up your sleeve. Let's go settle this outside.
Yeah, exactly. Sir, I have had 13 glasses of whiskey tonight. I am not adept to be shooting a weapon at this particular moment in time.
All right, bring it on, sir. We're gonna take this outside. Mustache, mustache.
You just instead of a pistol, you pull out a comb, and as you're walking away, you're combing fiercely, and you turn back around, and you just.
Oh, that reminds me.
The camera panes over like this, right on the mustache.
Yes.
No, that's
absolutely.
80, sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would want to. I would want to. Oh man, I would want to duel like someone from. I mean, not necessarily the Civil War in general, you know, but like one of the generals from that time. I think that'd be cool. But I would want to.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Just to see if I could do it, you know.
Like you should do the one. If you're gonna duel any general, you should do the one that shot himself. Or was shot by his own guys. What was that guy's name? You remember?
I don't remember. I don't know who that is.
I should have paid attention to history class.
I just think it would be like a I did it kind of thing, you know, or like I didn't do it kind of thing.
Wild Bill Hickok. That's who you should.
Okay, while we're talking about the Civil War, who do you think would win in a fight, Andrew or Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln's only 6'4". I got his ass.
I don't know, dude.
Well, Abraham Lincoln has a sweet top hat and an insane
He's probably got a couple
beard.
extra guns in his hat.
And in his beard. Just holstered inside of his beard knots. Beard knots, you know what I mean?
I think you could take.
I'm taking Abraham Lincoln down, bro. Abraham Lincoln don't got shit on me. And it was General Stonewall Jackson got shot by his own men.
Oh,
my God, it's the ghost of General Stonewall Jackson.
Isn't that a Scooby-Doo episode?
It's from Anchorman 2.
Oh yeah. There's a Stonewall Jackson Scooby-Doo episode too, I think.
Sorry.
I was speaking of that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That back in the day, you know. Freaking Velma. Absolutely.
Especially
fire.
when you got the real life Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah. By the way, they're making an adult animated Velma series on HBO. It's the Velma backstory. Voiced by Mindy.
Adult animated. Is that on Pornhub?
I don't know. That's all the context I was given on Twitter. But it's voice acted by Mindy, so you know.
Mindy?
Yeah, you know from The Office. The
Mindy
chick
Kaling?
that's like obsessed with freaking
Kaling?
Ryan on The Office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, how excited am I for that? You know, I feel like they could have picked someone else.
That is a voice that I don't necessarily
perk up when I hear that voice. You know what I mean?
It can be kind of irritating
Should've been
actually,
Sam
if you hear it for
Elliott.
extended periods of time.
Not in a sexual
Sam
manner,
Elliott.
just like I'm not interested.
Sam Elliott could have done Velma's voice.
Jinkies, where are my
And
glasses?
tonight.
I think
What
if I could go back,
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
if I could pick someone to straight up duel though, for real, this is my choice. It's gonna be Will Smith, dude, because you know Will Smith plays so many characters with freaking gun shooting ability, like in the freaking the Beverly Hills Cops. Isn't that? The right ones?
That's not Will Smith.
What are those movies? Bad Boys.
That's Eddie Murphy.
The Bad Boys.
The Bad Boys movies,
okay.
bro.
Yeah.
He could freaking. I don't have any hate for Will Smith. I'm just saying.
Don't even get me started.
You know.
Why are you picking people that are going to kill you, dog? Like,
because I want to see if I can do it, bro. That's why.
Are you going to practice for a while before?
How many lives do I have?
Obviously, things are different. I wouldn't be in the chair in my Western movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a fantasy universe, Andrew.
No, I was just asking if he's going to practice. It doesn't matter if he's in the chair or not. He's got to practice.
I'm a gunslinger, bro. Like, that's what I do. I shoot people quickly from my hip.
That's your job?
That's what I do. That's what people know me for.
I'm taking on Billy the Kid, bro.
Okay, because I mean, if we're just going to pick people that we could easily beat, I would just gunfight a chicken.
Right, exactly, dude. Just saying someone I would want to go up against. Someone I would want to go up against. I think that's a formidable foe. I think Will Smith is a great person. I think he would probably be a tremendous shooter in that time.
No, you should go up against freaking Jamie Foxx. He's the quickest gun in the West.
That's right.
I would have no chance in that, though. You know? I would absolutely have zero chance in that, no matter how much
you want
I
to test your
practice.
skills, right? You want to test your skills.
There's
the fine line.
You don't want to go against the best. You don't want the belt, bro. You don't want the belt.
There's a difference between playing a pickup basketball game, Andrew, and an NBA basketball game. You know what I mean? There's a difference, okay?
So you want to play in the minors. You know, some of us shoot higher than that.
I want to shoot around with
Literally
Will Smith.
Shoot higher.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know, there's a big difference. You're just over here misconstruing what I'm trying to say, you know? I don't even know if that's the right word.
You know what,
okay?
Randall, I would like to formally apologize. I feel like the last couple episodes, I've been giving you an extremely hard time.
I think it's great. I love it.
Where the heck have I been? When are you giving him a hard time?
At least it's...
Did you hire a new cameraman?
Well, I don't think so. I'm the cameraman, so...
No, I'm just
You're the podcast host. We're the co-hosts.
Yeah, something like that. We're all co-hosts. This is all of our podcast.
Yeah, we're all co-hosts.
I just do a lot of the work.
This is a fun episode.
You know?
We should do Western themed episodes all the time.
Okay.
We'd run out of content really quickly. I've said all.
No, next time we can talk about what would you name your horse.
Sean already said that. It was Alfredo, and he has a mustache.
Well, that's because his is Italian. Mine would be something crazy like
yours would be like
Jean-Claude
or something. I know
so
you would
you
name
would
your horse
also
Kenny
go
Chesney.
foreign.
Jean-Claude.
Yeah.
I'd name mine.
What is that movie?
We would run in a tandem.
We'd be a gang, just taking on the West.
It'd be Jean-Claude Van Damme Alfredo. And none of our horses would talk except for Sean's, and it would just say spaghetti.
Spaghetti. What is the name of the movie where the guy is like, I'm so and so, and this is Charlie, my horse, and the horse goes like lifts its head up and like introduces.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember.
Isn't that Charlie the horse?
No. That's
in
Charlie the unicorn.
In Django, the opening scene of Django, he gets off his dentist wagon and he's like, "My name is Dr. King Schultz, and this is my horse, Fritz." And the horse like bows and neighs.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I would want my horse to do that every time I would introduce him. Yeah, this is Jean-Claude, and Jean-Claude goes, and then with Randall's being Van Damme, Randall's could stand up on its hind legs, because that goes more with Van Damme.
And whenever he does that, it's the two actors from Friday, and they damn because his name's Van Damme. Get it, guys? I'm funny.
Well, we should have talked about this because now we don't have content for our next Western episode.
Well, that's gonna suck. How many Western episodes can you do?
All of them.
Jinx.
Look how many Western movies they came out with. You can do all of them, okay?
Oh, that's a fair and valid statement. I'll give you that one.
So I wanted to say one more thing.
Okay.
Out of all three of us in our primes, who's winning a menage a trois gun battle?
Sean.
Oh, I'm fucking y'all up.
Sean's winning.
No, he's not. He doesn't
I
stand
also
a chance.
think I'm winning. So that's 2 against 1.
No,
First of all, here I'm gonna give you my reasoning. I've seen Sean shoot a gun. I've never seen Andrew shoot a gun. That's my reasoning. 2,
I don't miss. I'll tell you that.
2,
you would miss because I would phase.
2, I'm not a killer.
What?
So,
dude, I guarantee you.
Randall's making us a woven picnic basket on the side.
You know what we're gonna do?
One time I shot a bird with a BB gun and it died, and I felt bad and had a funeral for it.
We need to do a video. Sean, you need to come to the ranch soon. We're going to do a video, post it to Twitter. We're going to settle this battle. Me and Sean are going to do a pistol shoot off.
First of all, neither of y'all would beat my pawpaw, though.
Yeah, you'll know who wins by which one of us is missing from next week's episode.
No, we're not going to shoot them at each other, dude. We're going to shoot them at a target.
Local podcaster.
Unless we could do
duel with co-host.
If we're gonna do a duel, we could do BB guns.
Absolutely not.
We'll do Roman candles.
No, not airsoft guns.
No, BB guns. I want to see a red mark whoever's red mark is closer to a fatal area.
Bro, those airsoft guns hurt, dog.
I used to do
airsoft.
We're
not even talking about airsoft guns. Andrew said BB guns. We're shooting lead pellets at each other now.
Yeah,
this is escalated to a different level.
Yeah. Just don't shoot me in the eye. We'll wear glasses.
Nope.
No, absolutely not. That's horrible.
Sean goes, nope.
Technically, with the rules that you just presented to me, if you shoot me in the nipple and I shoot you in the eyeball, I win. So that's all I'm saying.
No, because if I shoot you in the nipple, it depends how close to the nipple.
Your shot through the eyeball is going to go directly into your brain and kill you immediately.
Oh, dude, there was a dude that had a railway spike through his brain that survived surgery to get it removed in like 1880. I don't want to hear it. I can survive that shot, but he's not taking one to the heart and living. Promise.
I didn't say the heart. I said the nipple.
People have gotten shot in the heart and lived
that's
before.
What I'm saying, depending on how close to the nipple. Really?
Where's your heart at, Andrew? Underneath your armpit?
I've literally seen my mom watches nothing but crime shows, and I've watched numerous with her. And there was a police officer that got shot in the heart by a criminal. And he went to the hospital and had the bullet removed, and his heart was okay, and he lived.
At least it was a criminal. I like how you specify that. A police officer got shot, in the heart by a criminal.
The cop could have shot him in the heart, and he still lived.
A cop was shot by his K9 unit patrol dog today.
I'm done talking
Your
about
case
We got to get to
happened.
final ratings. I can't do this anymore.
What true crime show is she into right now? Because I would be interested.
She's been watching a lot of the
Cop Heart.
What are they called? They're on that channel Reels, and it's like I lived with a killer, or like
Gotcha.
oh my god, what are they? The like deadliest killers of history or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
Hi,
exactly
I'm
what it's
Lieutenant
called,
Joe Kenda.
That's what she's been watching a lot. The joke, dude. You first of all, don't joke about Joe Kenda. Joe Kenda's the
talk
goat,
shit about
bro.
Joe Kenda.
Lieutenant Joe Kenda is the goat, bro. Homicide Hunter. Now he has a new show on Discovery Plus.
Homicide Hunter. Who would win in the fight, Joe Kenda or Zach Bagans?
Joe Kenda.
That's a hard one.
No, I don't even have to think about it, bro. I love Zach Bagans, but Joe Kenda's taking that 10 times out of 10.
Zach
In a fist
Efron
fight?
all the way.
Absolutely, yes. You want to know why? Joe Kenda will play dirty. He won't
He's
play
got
no
glass.
shit.
He's got glass between his fingers.
Yeah, he won't play no shit, bro.
Gator needs his gat back, punk ass bitch.
Yeah, exactly. These are prison rules up in this bitch. You know what I mean? All right, we got it. Let's get to these final ratings.
All right.
I can give y'all mine first since I didn't go first last time. You know.
All right, go for it.
I think I'm gonna bump mine up a little bit.
Me too.
As I've had my second one, I enjoy it a little bit more. I'm gonna go up from a 7.6 to a 7.9. Yeah.
Oh, we getting risky.
I guess so. Sometimes you
I was
gotta
going
risky for the biscuit.
I was going 7-4.
7-4.
Yep.
Oh man.
It's a good one. I'm really enjoying this beer.
You know, why don't you elaborate on that one while I finish this one, and then I'll give you my rating.
Want to give us a reasoning why?
Elaborate on what?
On why you bumped it up.
Because
Well, never mind. You know what? I already finished my beer, so you don't have to elaborate.
I don't think you finished it. I think you still got some left.
Just
Not
to be
now.
clear, there was some foam left. That's about it.
There were some droplets.
Yeah.
What was my initial? 7.6, right?
7.3.
7.3. Okay,
Yeah.
well 7.6 then.
Okay.
No, no.
Yeah? No? Yes? No?
Now
It
look,
got-
don't feel
I mean,
pressured
it-
to bump it up now.
No, I'm enjoying it more, and it didn't get me nearly anywhere as toasted as last week's did. I
Well,
mean, it's
no,
only
last week I
it's
was
only
on.
it's only 4.5%, but
Yeah.
I feel good drinking them. Like I could probably drink maybe like 3, 4, 5 more before I was like pretty drunk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's getting me. I'm like hitting the peak. I'm coming up the hill at the moment, you know.
Right.
And
I
they're
know what
starting to
you mean.
taste better. Starting to taste better. They're fruity in a citrus way, like orangey.
It's weird to me. The beers are starting to. I feel like I'm a lightweight when it comes to beers now because I've had 3 and I'm already or I'm on my 3rd and I'm kind of feeling it.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes it happens,
I
bro.
don't
It's
know.
okay.
I like it though. I like the
I'm-
can. I like the flavor, and I like the episode. So with all that in consideration, I'll just give it a 8.1.
You like
Bump
the
it up a lot.
episode? You can't weigh our episode in on how good the beer is because we're
Well,
amazing.
Yes, you can. I enjoyed the
Really?
energy. I enjoyed the energy of the episode and the
Okay.
stories.
Well,
And the
I just
topic. I liked it.
Where do you picture yourself sitting while you're drinking this beer?
On
I
top.
think that's a question we should ask on a regular basis.
You know what I'm doing while I'm drinking this beer? And I agree,
What?
it should be a regular question. But
That's a good question.
I am sitting here. I'm loading up on some godforsaken freaking Warzone. I hate it, but with the boys, you know, I'm loading in and I'm chilling, and I'm throwing back some of these beers. That's what I'm doing. That's the vibe I'm getting. You know what I mean?
You trying to do that right now or something?
Absolutely not. That's a cancer of a game. I hate it.
You know, I would enjoy drinking this beer. We're talking about westerns and stuff, but I would enjoy drinking this beer as like a brunch style beer,
Yes.
obviously.
Wow.
which is a good.
Yes.
It's a good brunch beer.
Absolutely.
But also,
nailed
it would be a great beer to drink as a breakfast beer when you wake up from like a group camping trip, if that makes sense.
Yes, you've nailed it, bro. Screw what I said. That's when I want to drink those beers.
Yeah, he hit it on the head, bro. Like I was sitting there trying to think, and I wouldn't have come up with something that good. That was brilliant.
Yes,
I think that's
dude.
spot on.
I think the best way to describe this is brunch beer.
Yes,
that's pretty much what it is.
I'll take you to brunch for nailing that, and I'll bring one of these beers for you.
Nice.
I would like an invitation to that.
Absolutely.
I want you there.
It's just, because it is a brunch beer, but there's some beers that that just aren't. There's some beers that just aren't late night beers.
Friends.
Like there's certain beers you don't want to drink at 1 or 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
At 1 or 2 in the morning, you're like, I got to go to sleep soon. Let me just stack on a bunch of these so I can get hammered, right?
Right.
At this one,
or
at 1 or 2 in the morning,
one of those heavy hands IPAs real quick, and
at 1 or 2 in the morning, you don't want to drink these because you're not going to savor the flavor. You got to drink this when it's bright outside.
Yeah.
You drink this beer sunny side up. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. Ooh, that's a good way to explain it.
Sunny side up.
This is a sunny side up with a side of French fries.
This episode really makes me want to play Red Dead Redemption.
Oh wow! Now we're getting into it.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Have you ever played Red Dead Redemption 2?
I never played Red Dead 2. No.
It's insane. It's insane.
I've heard incredible things about it, but every time it goes on sale, it's still $45, and I'm like, this game came out 3 years ago.
Yep. I agree.
Should be less money by now. All right, well, that's going to do it. As always, I'm going to end it off by telling everybody that's listening to go follow us on Twitter at Off the Tap Pod. That's where you can communicate with us, give us your thoughts on the episode, and give us some things you want to hear us talk about or beer recommendations, whatever you want to do. But that's not the only place.
Also, if you're on Twitter, I think you should go ahead and comment on the episode release tweet of this and say who you think you could beat in a gun duel of the 3 of us. I think that would be
the 3 of us.
Yeah. Be careful though. Jean-Claude and Van Damme are coming as a team.
I think I want to rename my horse Arnold Schwarzenegger so I can at least fit in with y'all. Like, so at least be part of the group.
I like Alfredo better.
I do. I think Alfredo's a great horse name.
That is a good horse name. But also, don't forget to head on over to our Patreon page at offthetap.podcast.com. Wait, I biffed it. Off the Tap on Patreon. Patreon.com/off-the-tap-podcast. There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
There it is. You got it out.
I got it out.
Didn't we create a Facebook, Sean?
We also created the Facebook page. All you got to do is search Off the Tap Podcast on Facebook, and you will find it.
And share
it's run by me, so it's not as cool as our Twitter, but
share it. Grow the group.
We're working on it.
Grow the love.
That's all it is.
Grow the community.
We're just trying to have some beers out here with some people. You know what I mean?
If it all goes well, we might have Off the Tap OnlyFans. But
it's true. My Only Fruits is opening up. I have availability.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to give a shout out to our most recent Patreon supporter. You know who you are. And thank you for your generous donation.
All right. Well, as always, thank you guys for joining me and purchasing this beer and going further into debt just to enjoy this with me and talk about things. And, we talked a lot about dirt and Western and stuff, and I just want both of y'all to know, I don't think I've stressed it enough that if you ain't getting dirty,
you ain't getting far enough.
Deuces, cowboys and cowgirls.
So you like.